Welcome back to the channel. This week is our second week of doing the weekly vlogs. This week we parted out a Sesame Street set. I've had a look into the Friends set, and also we got a used lot in and went through our process with that. Also go into making a decision of going into selling full time, and have a bit of a discussion about that, and what was the reasons behind us doing that. And if you stay tuned to the end of the video, you'll see a really big announcement yet to come in the coming weeks. So onwards to the vlog, and I hope you enjoy. Welcome back. It is Sunday night and we're going to start next week tonight and get into our workload early so we don't have to do so much tomorrow. So we're going to start by parting out this set here, 76152. I've got all my colours all set up. I did that earlier in the weekend, so this is all going to be sorted. There's a Hulk and a few Marvel minifigures. I'm going to pick out the accessories, and Pip's going to work on beside me and create the pictures so I can list them up in the Trade Me store. And then after that, I'm going to upload some of our used stock onto our Trade Me store as well, and also pick the orders for tomorrow and get that all sorted. So let's get into it. So I've reconciled all the parts already. It's only taken about, I don't know, about 20 minutes. So it was really easy, really quick. Now so I'm just going to go through and put all the new parts into drawers and then click upload. And Pip's already done the pictures for these minifigures with their accessories, so I'm going to put them in at the same time. Alright, carry on. So 3 sets all parted out, all into the store, just about to click upload. I did this in an hour, like it was pretty quick upload. Roughly about 600 parts, 5 minifigures, so there'd be 5 times 3 would be 15 minifigures. We're going to put the accessories with them again because we had some pretty instant success on that, but we'll get to that in a moment. Yeah, all ready to upload. All done. Alright, let's whack these away and get onto the shipping. Okay, so here we have our Trade Me orders for the weekend. We sold a few bits and pieces, so I'm just about getting ready to pick them, but as you can see here, 2 of those Iron Man minifigures that we uploaded last week, we sold 1 of each pretty instantly. So these are New Zealand prices for those. In the codes I put the drawer number, so it's real easy for me to grab them, and then I'll take them off our stock room in Bricklink, which homes all of those minifigures. So I'll get that picked this just now with all the other orders, but yeah, pretty instant success with that one. So we're going to try and sell some of these superheroes with their accessories again and see how that goes. Alright, so I'll get these orders out and get them ready. Here's all our Trade Me orders picked. One of our regular customers got a few bits and pieces, and one of our coloured bags. Another one of these city minifigures is a different order. 3 of our coloured bags. Nice and easy order. This one here is just a range of different minifigures. 7 of them in total. I think 7 different ones. Yeah, 7 different ones. But they picked up a few of the ones we listed just the other day. So they're out the door pretty quickly. Again, they're superhero ones that we sold. Gone already. And just a order just for 1 minifigure at the end there. So Pip's going to package them up, and I'm going to get the Bricklink orders ready. Our Trade Me auction just finished for this. So this sold for $40 just now. So it's pretty cheap. Someone's going to get a good deal out of that. So we'll package this one up and hopefully they make payment relatively quickly and we can get this one on the post. And I've picked tomorrow's orders already. Two nice and easy ones. We've got a used set of instructions there. Good thing I actually organised my used instructions in this folder, so it was really easy to actually pick that one, but the pile is still under there somewhere and I'm still going to have to sort that at some stage, so maybe a job for next week. Alright, onto the Trade Me store to upload some more stock. Alright, so I'm going to finish the evening parting out this set after I've done some Trade Me listings. So I'm going to list the minifigures from the set we did with the Hulk up for sale. Pip's already taken all the photos, so I'm going to go ahead and list those tonight. And I've got some second-hand stuff to list, and then I'm going to finish up by doing the first part of this part out and just separating it all into colours, ready for me to put into the store tomorrow. So that will wrap up our Sunday. So it's Monday morning again. Our planning worked perfectly. All our parcels are already packaged up, ready to ship out in the courier this morning. I put that set last night into colours, so it's all sitting there ready to go. I believe I've got some of the set before, so probably going to be a few pieces in there to reconcile. So that's 4 of that set, so that's about 14 to 1500 parts, including the extra parts and stuff. And I uploaded the stock to Trade Me last night in our Trade Me store. 4 of these second-hand base plates, 6 of these 16 by 16 base plates, and just little lots that Pip gets ready. She's got flowers and leaves there. She's got a whole lot of accessories, some wheels. They've got a little product number on them. I've got a sheet on the computer, an Excel sheet that's got all the product numbers of everything, just so we can keep up with what's in what, because when you get a few of them, we're running pretty low on the stock, but when you have quite a few of them, you get a few of the same thing. So this is stickered pieces again. So I've got a few stickered pieces in there, and we just keep them in little reusable Ziploc bags and containers, and then Pip seals them up in a good packaging when they get sold. So that's nothing really major to do on Monday morning. I'm going to be heading off to work. We've got a busy day at home, so yeah, I'll be back in tonight to put this all away. So it's Monday evening and I'm just back at the table again, just to sort out all the pieces for the Wonder Woman set. So I'll be doing that now. So I'm going to put reconcile all the parts we already have and put them into the drawer, into the drawers in the store, and then put the new pieces into new drawers. Alright, so all parted out, finished up, ready for me to put the drawers away. All the other parts are reconciled, the double ups and stuff, so they're already in the stores. We got the set maybe 6 months ago, when it wasn't on sale. It just had some cool minifigures, I think. So we know that all of these parts, when we got them the first time round, have sold. One of the minifigures, I think his name's Maxwell or something along those lines. Yeah, Maxwell Lord. We've still got a couple of him in stock, but we sold all our Wonder Womans and our Cheetahs the first time we got them. So this was on I think it was on clearance for about $40 New Zealand. So we picked up 4 of them, and these are all the parts that are remaining in. I've got to transfer some drawer numbers. That's what I've got going on up here. When a drawer gets too full, say it fills up this, I give it a bigger drawer, but I noticed that I've got no big drawers spare at the moment. So I've given the stuff in a bigger drawer, I'm going to put it back to a smaller drawer, so it helps our bigger drawers. But yeah, so I'm going to wick these away, and then I'm going to upload the new minifigs to Trade Me. I think part of the reason why we sell, because we've sold already as well. We got a Loki in the Monday's part out yesterday, and it's sold already. We've got one sold today already. And part of the reason why I think they sell so quickly is because we've got such a variety in our shop. We've got all of this line here, all of A. This is all minifigures, all different minifigures. So we like to keep them all in A, but obviously there's only 2 holes there, so that'll be for those 2. But I think last night when I parted out a set, some of the minifigures are in the shop somewhere, wandering around. So we like to keep them all in A, so that way when we put up a Facebook sale or something like that, and we say get all the Harry Potter ones out or something like that, we can just take them easily all out of their drawers. Comes to stock taking, minifigures are sort of its own category that's all for sale on Trade Me. So to stock take them, real easy. Just take them, take it one at a time, start at A1, and all of it's in the same place. You could just set up a chair and make sure they're all right. So that's a couple of the things that why I think the minifigures seem to sell on Trade Me quite well. But yeah, so I'm going to put this away, and then I'll probably just go over a couple of things we've ordered over the weekend and today. So I'm just going to put these away now. So we won this auction, would have been Sunday night, I think. So it's got some Star Wars in there. This is just for used stuff. It's got a Jurassic Park, couple of Jurassic Parks, some Star Wars. Nothing too major, a couple boxes worth, just a couple pictures in there. So we won that. We won it for about, I think it was about 280 or 285 New Zealand. So we're going to pay that tonight, and we'll show you what that looks like, hopefully when it comes in this week. We've also ordered some new stock to come in. These are on sale at Toyco at the moment, so not too much off. It's probably about 10% off, but we wanted some friend sets, and we haven't got the Sesame Street set before, so we've got 3 of each of these coming. So hopefully they'll arrive a bit later in the week, and we'll part them out into the store. Some decent sizes in terms of the parts, so it should bump us hopefully over 70,000 parts again. So we'll see them later in the week. It's Tuesday morning, and we're just getting ready to pick a couple of orders. There's not too many. I'll blur out these details. So we've got this Dessert Pokey minifigure from Mario. So this is one of the reasons why it's we list everything, all our minifigures on Trade Me as well. This thing here would have sat in the Bricklink Store, but for some reason with Bricklink sellers, they have, like, everyone gets to list their minifigures, and that works well, but it's a flooded market, so often a lot of the smaller stores probably miss out on getting sales for those minifigures. So we've found that having such a large variety in our store, we've put them up on Trade Me, and it means that we are able to sell them to a lot of people that don't know how to use Bricklink, and yeah, so I'll be picking one of those today. And we've also got that Loki minifigure that's sold, and we've also got one order going out to Bricklink that we got overnight. We'll probably start to find these Bricklink orders start to come in a little bit more now that our numbers are getting bumped up again, and later on in the week when we get those Sesame Street ones and the Friends ones, and I'll put them straight in, they'll be bumped up again. Usually we find that, once we hit that 70,000 part mark, we usually get about 3 orders a day, but at the moment we're sort of getting a bit ravaged. And plus these used minifigure pieces that we like to put in the store, they've sort of been a bit hit as well, because we haven't had the ability to buy some used stock for a while. So with that used lot coming in this week as well, and us doing that, we should be putting some of those used minifigure parts in the store that go quite well. We'll be getting out the sorting table. So what this sits on here, I'll pull this off. Hold there a second. So we pulled this off. This is the white tabletop that sits on our table and creates a working space. I had an idea of putting some inserts. I'm not very good with doing this sort of thing, so Pip's dad helped me build this. I came up with the idea and he just put it together for me, which is really good. So those inserts slot into this table. This table was one of the first things that we made in the business. We made this purely because sitting on the floor and sorting used Lego is very hard work. It hurts your back, hurts your knees, it's hard to get comfortable, and we found that it just didn't work well, and we would often get very quickly sick of it. So what happens here is we put usually probably about a container drawer down here, one of these containers, and we line these up. We've got 2 in each corner, and we sort it into colours, and underneath the table there'll be buckets. We've got a whole pile of buckets over there, so we're able to tip our Lego onto the table and drop it down the hole. So we're going to be going through that and showing you how that works later on, but this has really been a saviour to us, and it's not even that difficult to build. Well, I say that, I probably wouldn't be able to build it but the idea came into my head long time ago when my legs were getting so sore about it, and I thought there's got to be an easier way, and I found sitting at a table was fine, but when I tipped the Lego onto the table, it would often go everywhere because that's what it does, but these sides help us tip a large quantity into the middle of the table. We've got 2 seats on either side, and we can quickly sort a whole lot of Lego. So that's what we've done to make it work. I don't know what other people sort of do. I hope they don't sit there and do the annoying job of sitting on the floor and hurting your knees and your back and stuff like that, and not trying to figure out another way to make it work. But yeah, so that's what we do. So anyway, I'm going to pick a couple of orders and we'll get this table out probably, I'd imagine we'd get the order in the door about Thursday, so it's Thursday night, we'll put it into the lounge. It's quite movable, it's quite light, and we'll give it another go. But yeah, alright, carrying on. So this is our shipping. We use R3 pack for our shipping bags. We've found them very cheap. These courier labels are home compostable, and we'll get, they're $11 a roll, and they fit into our thermal printer. And these are just sleeves of 100, so you usually buy a few. These are the DLE bags. I think they work out to be $22 for 100, which would be 22 cents a unit. And these are 25 cents a unit, and these are 35 cents a unit, so it's real easy to work it all out. And then we'll use NZ couriers, and we'll just print off the label, and it goes straight onto the bag, and then it goes out the door. So these are all home compostable, eco-friendly bags, and we get them from R3 Pack in New Zealand, and they've been really good. Alright.
Good morning. It is Tuesday, and I cheekily bought coffee this morning because I can, and no one's home to tell me not to. So that's good. So it's a good start to the day. We have this order here, which is going to France, and I can't figure out how to do it on my computer through New Zealand Couriers because it's going to charge me like $60. So I get to wander down the post office today, and it's just 2 little pieces, just the torso and the legs, going all the way to France. So that's exciting. What else has Tony done for me? A couple of, it's a, what do you call it, caterpillar thing from Super Mario. got a Lockie sold, so that's exciting. And then an order that has not paid yet, but I'll package it up. I just won't send it. So I'll get these done, and then I've got to sort out the little lot I got in last week, give it a lot number, and carry on there. But for now, I'll do shipping and enjoy my coffee. Alright, so that's the France one all done. I've got the order receipt, the customs form filled out, my stickers to go in the bag. I just need to bubble wrap the product and pop it in. But it is such a hassle writing out the customs form and everything. I just really wish I could figure out how to do it on the computer. But that's okay. Okay, so these are our, what do you call them? Lot paperwork that we do for our second-hand lots when we get them in. We put the price, how much it costs to ship, or if we picked it up, a lot number, which is just for our own records, the date we got it, and then we can go down and once it's sorted, we figure out how much of the coloured Legos we got and the weight, and the minifigures and the accessories, and then a total weight. That way we can figure out roughly per kilo how much we paid, and how much stock we have. So there's a few things we also add to them, but this is what I've got today, because I'm just going to sort out that little lot I got last week and finalise that, so I can give Tony some work to do today. So that'd be good. This is our other cat, Hercules. He likes to help sometimes. Hey buddy. He's very friendly. Oh, okay. Yeah, so now he's actually helping. He's got this weird thing where his tail lays across his back like that. So he's a bit weird, but we love him. Hey buddy. Alright, so I've got everything sorted into their colours, so now I'm just gonna weigh everything. So we'll tear off my container. And then we'll grab the grey. So the light grey is 66 grams. So then we come over here and go light grey, 66 grams. And so on and so forth until I'm finished everything. Right, so I've done all the weights. There was no gold and silver, no base plates. So Tony will add them up and work out a pricing for them, and they will all just go into our big bins of colours for our bags of colours that we do. These are some of the accessories I pulled out of it, so I'll make up a listing for those on Trade Me. I think Tony wants the gold coins for something, so I'll pull them out for him. These are the minifigures that came in the lot. So all these pirate pieces are cracked or broken of some degree. We don't sell them if they're cracked or damaged in any way. They go in our seconds minifigure bin, and once that bin's full we sell it on Trade Me for at $1 reserve. So they're just not in good quality at all. These are the stuff that I've done. So Tony will put these pieces into the Bricklink Store because they are all good. That's the only one complete minifigure I found in the whole lot. So they've got their minifigure ID number, so he'll go in as a complete minifigure. All the rest will go into our Bricklink Store as parts. Even though these minifigures aren't complete, this one's just missing her here. I still give him the number, and then he goes and parts it out from there. And then I'll also have a quick check through my minifigure pieces drawers that I've got, just to make sure I don't have any of these Chima heads, because I think I might. So I'll go have a look through there and see what else I can make for them. But they're basically ready to go on to Tony now. Those are ready to go into stock, and that's all good to go on Tony's desk. Right, so here we are at Tony's desk. Yay! So this is our seconds minifigure bin. It's already got some bits in it, ready to go. So these are damaged in some which way. So they just get tipped in there and put it back on. So when this container is full, it's just a 1 litre tub. When that's full, that gets listed. So then I just sit this right in front of this keyboard with the minifigure parts on it, So he sees it. Now I've also put what lot number it was in the container on a post-it, because that way it just rules out any questions. There's some from a previous lot he still hasn't done, but that's okay, he'll get there. So that's all good. We're in our bedroom, by the way. So hi Hercules again. Hey buddy. This is, excuse me, but this is my minifigure parts drawers. So this is all my spare minifigure parts. I do go through them occasionally, make sure I don't have actually any full minifigures I can make out of them. But one of the cool things I want to show is we've got this is my cape, this cape here. Now this cape here is actually worth quite a lot, but as you can see it's broken at the top, which I'm really gutted about, but I've kept them. I don't know why, I just like them, so I don't think I'm going to throw them out anytime soon. But yeah, these ones up here are missing arms or hands, so they can't go into the stock. But yeah, so they're not quite ready. That's just stuff I haven't put away yet. Quite bad at that. But yeah, this is all my minifigure pieces. So it's good just to use as spare parts if I need to, make up stuff. Got the visors, random heads in here. Quite a lot of it's actually already gone to the Bricklink Store. I used to have 4 sets of drawers, not 3, but Tony rexed off with some of them. So I had to give some stock, some legs. So I've colour coded it, so blue torsos, red torsos, brown torsos, etc. All of our shoulder protector things. Hands, it's not in order by any chance, but that's okay. So yeah, so that's my minifigure stash.
It's Wednesday morning, and I didn't do too much yesterday, basically because I knew I had a lot today, tomorrow, the next day to do. So I've got a couple of little orders this morning. We've got some base plates going out. We've got 4 of those. And we've got just someone that's bought a whole lot of minifigures, all in one hit. So I've got to go pick those this morning. But we got the first lot of work for me to do. Possibly tonight, possibly tomorrow, if I can manage to get it open. And that's three of those. And this here should be, came with the courier this morning at the same time, so I would imagine it's the same order. Throw the camera around. 3 of those. So I've got a lot of parting out to do tonight, because this one here is a 1300 piece set, so that should give me 3900, over 4,000 parts in there. And I think from memory this is about just over 1,000 pieces, so that's another 3,000 pieces. So there's quite a bit there, and plus all these minifigures. We've got a lot. I think there's 6 in here and 7 in here, so Pip's going to be taking some pretty cool photos and we'll get those all uploaded. But yeah, so it's probably my work later on. Alright, and to picking the orders.
Good morning. Now I've just got a couple of orders today. One is these base plates, 4 of them. So how I package them is over here and down in here, next to the rubbish bin. Got just some old boxes. So I chop them up and put them with the base plates as just a support so they don't bend, and then they get wrapped in tissue, bubble and paper, So I will show you once I've done that. But it's a wonderful Tuesday morning. Right, so I've wrapped the base plates in tissue, and they sit in here. It's like a little sandwich with an old hidden side box. And that just gives them an extra bit of support so they don't bend or break or anything in the shipping. Now it's got its double layer of bubble on it. And then says now it's just the brown paper to go. Alright, so now it's all wrapped up. It's cardboard, bubble, tissue and brown paper. Just sealed up, ready to go. Easy peasy. This is the order for the 11 minifigures that Tony picked this morning. So they're all bagged up, all ready to go. So they just fit in the DLE, which is nice and easy to send.
Alright, so it's Wednesday night, we're back in the garage. Pip's with me now. And
Excuse the pajamas.
we've got 3 Sesame Street sets here. We got an email today as well. This is from Bricklink Store. This is a well-known New Zealand Lego seller. And I think that they've sent this sort of generic email. Or maybe not, I'm not sure. It says our business name in there, but and it talks about reselling to us, because we bought from them before. We buy from the warehouse, we buy from Toyota, we buy from a lot of places to get our new Lego. But they're talking about providing a fixed discount across the board. So we might get back to them probably this week and see how good that is, and see if that's worth taking up. But that sounds pretty good, that's pretty promising. So I got that this morning. For now, I'm going to open these 3 sets up and part them out into colours on the table and go from there. Alright, and I've finished sorting the colours. There's a lot here. I think it's about 4,000 pieces all up. Lots of different colours there. And we've got all the colours that ain't really common, but I can see a lot of dark green in there, so I might take that out because I ran out of containers. But I'm going to stop here for the night and go on to put up the pictures of the minifigures that Philip has sorted. So I can get them up listed tonight. And then in the morning I'll probably look to put that stuff away. Maybe, depends on what time we get up, maybe in the morning, maybe after work. But then they'll go up tomorrow. Yeah, that's just about tonight's work done. So here we are, Thursday, back in the garage. Got all my bits and pieces sorted, so I'm going to start getting rid of the reconciling the double ups for the Sesame Street set that we started on yesterday. I got a bit of a bad back from work yesterday, so I've taken the day off work today, so I was doing stuff light to keep moving around, and this is probably something very good to do, so I can keep moving and put it in the store. So yeah, so that's what I'll be doing for the next wee while. Just watching a bit of Brick Arena's weekly vlogs, and he goes into this week about people that make that transition to be a full-time seller and the risks involved and people at different stages and stuff like that. And it sort of made me think about my own, or our own journey into becoming a full-time Lego reseller. And I still consider myself to be a Lego full-time reseller, even though now I currently am employed full-time, because I've only been employed for about 6 or 7 weeks, and I'm purely doing it so I can save money to build a deposit, to get a deposit for a house and go for that next step in our journey. And then I'll probably go back to what we're doing now, and I'm just pretty much working around hours so I can get something consistent, because with Lego, as a lot of Bricklink store owners and Lego resellers would know, can be very up and down sometimes. It's like anything when you're selling. Sometimes you have your good weeks, sometimes you have your bad weeks. We're just going to keep cruising on through and selling. But yeah, there's about a couple of years ago, I was employed full time, and It worked for us. I didn't overly enjoy my job, but it worked for us, and I was working on this idea about how we're going to come off working. I've always wanted to come off working and be working for myself. That's something I've been very passionate about since I was a teenager. So yeah, that was one of my main goals. But there became an opportunity where I sort of looked at everything in front of me, and I thought, why not take the risk? I'm quite young. I'm only 30, and take that risk into creating something that might or might not work. The worst case scenario for me was I've still got qualifications I can fall back on and just go and apply for a job and get a job again. So I built up some money, and we made the decision for me to resign from my job. Now, when I resigned from my job, about 3 days later, the company went under anyway, so I would have been pushed out the door anyway. So I felt pretty good coming to the decision of resigning rather than getting pushed out the door, because I think my feelings would have been, oh no, and I probably would have been a bit more worried about what to do next rather than me have made the decision. I only found out probably a couple of weeks after having left the job that everyone else had been made redundant, and that was the end of it. But we've tried a lot of different things to get to where we are, but everyone's journey is different. There's some people, enjoy doing it as a part-time thing, and it's very safe to do it as a part-time thing. These small-size stores, I mean, if it was just our Bricklink store, we probably would be doing it part-time as well, because we'll probably tick over, hopefully, 70,000 pieces this week, but it doesn't make huge amounts of money in just that one platform. The reason why we're able to do make this a full-time thing is we've got, multiple platforms in which we sell things. We've got heaps of regular customers, and we've been doing this for 3, coming up 4 years now. So we've built a customer base. We've got a well-established Facebook page, and it really works for us. But it's something a lot of people say, ask about, how much. You see the question so often, what's it going to take? How much do I need to spend to become a full-time Lego reseller? And there's no real exactness to it. Everyone's completely different. Like in the brick arena, the weekly vlog, it goes into the exact same thoughts that we have. Everyone's got a different set of circumstances. Me and Philippa, we enjoy working together. We enjoy having that free time during the day and being able to work at our own pace, and we work well together. She's got her bits and pieces in the business, and I've got mine as well, and it just really works. So that's what I'll be going back to. This is, I'll be definitely working as hard as I can while working at a normal job, and looking to bounce back and go back into the selling the Lego like we've done in the past, and it's worked quite well, but it's nothing that you can just snap your fingers or buy a couple of lots of Lego and expect to get heaps amount of sales. Like, some people might try a few ideas that we've got in the way of putting up some minifigures on Trade Me and stuff like that, and you might not see instant results, and it might be a bit deterring, but it's probably because we've been doing this for so long. We've built a customer base, and we've got such a large amount of different products. Like, we put probably about 30 or 40 minifigures up on Trade Me and our new stuff, and it just didn't sell. And I thought, well, it seems like a bit of a waste of time. So I went away from selling on Trade Me with minifigures. We hardly ever sell minifigures on Bricklink, so it was sort of like, I felt like where the money was typically in the minifigures wasn't there. But then after doing a bit of research, I realized that we should probably have a wide variety. So I just kept putting our minifigures up. We've got something around 200, probably 250 different minifigures. Not all of them are on Trade Me, because I've got to keep putting them up and keep up with putting them up. And that can be a task in itself. But once I got there, you had the customers buying 1 or 2, but they were buying, you wouldn't have the sales of 1 or 2. Typically you'd have people buying 5, 7 minifigures, and getting that free shipping, because we offer free shipping as well. So there's a lot of things that have not worked, and then we've gone away, re-brainstormed, found different things, looked at what other people are doing, and then found something that works for us, but it won't work for everyone. Overall, it's a risky move to sort of think that you can leave your job and jump straight into doing something like this. So, but it is rewarding too. So it has its benefits. If you don't have too much debt at all, which is where we're in a position of, it's really enjoyable. We've made a point of keeping our costs down, our outgoings. So it's not exactly like we hugely rely on money coming in to pay the bills and stuff like that. Like, we've got to obviously make some money, but it's not like we have thousands of dollars going out every week and heaps of expenses. We have next to no bills at all within both of us. So it's quite difficult to take the leap, but it's definitely rewarding. But everyone has a different set of circumstances in which they get to that point and make those decisions, and it's still cool being a part-time reseller, and it's still, don't feel like you sort of didn't make it as such, because sometimes making that step, it can be the wrong one as well. So it's just whatever works for you is the main thing overall, really. But what currently is working for us is me working for a little bit, and then I'll be coming back and working full-time within our own business. But all right, so that about sums my thoughts up into that sort of thing. But if you haven't seen Brick Arena's content, jump on over. I've watched heaps and heaps of his content. He's mentioned us a couple of times, which is really great, but overall his content is really good if you're starting out, if you're wanting more ideas on how to do things. He's very good at explaining stuff. He's very good. And he's based over in I believe by the accent, England. But jump on over and have a look at his content, because it's well worth the watch.
So we got our R3 pack order in the mail yesterday. I was just lazy and didn't open it. Excuse the scissors. Tony has wrecked off with my craft knife somewhere. So we received it in basically a day and a half of ordering it. They're really good with shipping. Tax invoice. So we just go through it, make sure we've got everything on the list. Got 2 rolls. And we should have one of the A5s, 2 of the BLEs, and 1 of those. Which is everything. Cool. All done. So I just went for a drive up to Otaki, up to Airpack to get some stuff. Got our boxes for our monthly box, so they fold up into that size. And they're really good. Some recycled packing paper to wrap the Lego sets and base plates and stuff in for postage. And my home compostable cellophane bag, so it's a size 7 and those are a size 6, so 2 packs of the 6. And I thought this time we'll try some of the white glitter tissue paper. We've got black at the moment, see, but this stuff's white with glitter. So we've got heaps of that, 480 sheets, so that'll last us a while. So that was a fun drive in the very not nice weather today, but that's alright.
Alright, so we've put away reconciled all the parts that we've already had. This is a huge set. No two ways about it. There's 600 different parts. I think there's about 13 to 1400 pieces per set, but there's 600 different parts. So there's a lot of single parts. So this is taking quite a while, but we're just about to start the process of putting them in their own drawers and putting them away. So I'll get into that. Alright, and we're all done. Finally, got it all done at the end of the day. Heap of drawers, 600 different parts. I think it was 4,300 pieces altogether, so that's 3 sets. and it was about $1,550 worth NZ going into the shop. So that's all uploaded, and I'm just going to put the drawers away, and then we're just going to get these friend sets out purely to take some photos of the minifigures because my empty drawers are slammed and I've got none left. So now we've got to make some sales. So we're going to get into that. Just picking Thursday's orders that come through, so we're going to get them all picked and sorted out now so we can get them all packaged up and ready to be picked up tomorrow. But we've got a little bit of time tonight to be able to do them, so it gives us a jump start on tomorrow. And with the Sesame Street set all in, it's pretty full up. We're now over 70,000 parts again, so it's the first time in a little while that we've been that high. And we've got these Friends ones next on the chopping block, so let's start picking those orders for Friday. Just reading over some of the feedback we got on our Trade Me store. This is pretty consistent across our feedback. They go into, so it says here, awesome trade, thank you so much. I was overly impressed with the amount of effort put into the packaging. It arrived safe, protected everything, and very well sealed. I'd hardly recommend the seller to all, not to mention how fast it got here too, A++. We usually get a lot of comments on how quickly we are shipping stuff out, and also a lot of comments on the packaging and how Philippa presents the product when she packages it all up to send it out. So it's always good to see another positive feedback. So it's Friday morning. I picked one order last night, so as much as I wanted to carry on picking the rest of the orders, I didn't actually do it. So I'll be picking the orders this morning for Pip to package up, but this arrived on our doorstep this morning. It's our first used lot in a while, or proper decent sized used lot, so Pip's going to open this up later on today and have a little gaze through there, and we might pull out this table tonight and have a little play around, and yeah, see how that goes. But yeah, yay, first lot in a while. Shipping was $66, which I thought was a bit excessive. I've seen a lot cheaper than that, but this came from Christchurch, and we're based in the Wellington region, so well, just out of Wellington, so all good. Let's hope it's a good one. Just one of the orders this morning. They have ordered a whole lot of these used instructions. The light's probably not helping that one. I put these up probably maybe 2 or 3 weeks ago, and I thought I'll see how they go, because instruction booklets don't often go very well, but these ones are obviously for sets that are more sought after. So I put them up for their typical Bricklink average price, and they sold quite well. Like this one back here is worth about $7.25 or something. So that's $5. I got these in a used lot, and since we seen the instructions, we thought, oh yeah, we're in the money here. And after inspecting the used lot, it wasn't all it cracked up to be. It was good, but it wasn't that good. And these instructions were from a lot we got at the start of the year. But yeah, so used instructions sell apparently. So that's good. So we'll keep going with that. But yeah. And that's all of Friday's orders picked. We've got a couple of small ones to trade me. These separators keep selling. I'm not sure what's up with that. A couple of the minifigures that we listed earlier on in the week, maybe last week, earlier this week, with the accessories that we're selling now. So they're selling. So the used base plates that we listed earlier this week. Just a couple of little pieces for a Bricklink order. Some heads and stuff like that. And then you've got some flower pieces. The lighting's not helping me here. And then just some bricks. This one here, about 50 tyres, some bulk stuff back there. Just your typical order there. Plates and bricks and stuff. And then there's that order for the instruction booklets. Some minifigure pieces. And some new parts there at the back. But yeah, so that's all the orders for Friday. So I'll carry on, and Pip will package these up, and then later on after work, because I'm back at work today. Later on after work I'll probably sort that out. So we'll see how that goes. Alright.
Good morning, it is Friday and my computer's already having a meltdown, but that's okay. Tony's left me some shipping to do. And I saw it down there. So that's exciting. And then I get to, oh, we're doing something. Tip out that big bad boy of box on the Lego on the lounge floor and see what I can find. So I'm glad that's finally here. I didn't think it would be here till next week because it came from down south. But while I wait for my computer to do its thing, I might have a little bit of a tidy up. Alright, shipping is all done and that's been booked, so that's going out the door and onto the lounge to open this bad boy. Okay, so I've set up the stupid ring light to try and hold my phone. And I have to use the kitchen knife to open it because Tony stole my craft knife and has not replaced it, so I might actually go buy one today. It's one of those things that you find really annoying when you don't actually have it. So I can't even remember what this was. I need to go back and look. But let's open her up and have a look. Oh, good old newspaper. I love it. Get rid of that. Get rid of that. Okay, and straight off the bat, even just looking in there, I found some non-Lego. So that's the void thing. Oh, okay. Big ass base plate to start with, which is filthy. Why do people let their Lego get so dirty? Okay, so this is a good... Okay, sorry about the cut off. My phone decided to run out of storage. So I don't know if you can see here, on this bit, it's a good mix of Lego and non-Lego, which is quite frustrating. So that's, no, actually that's all not Lego on top. Yeah, so that's all rubbish. Oh, this is going to be great fun to go through. That was the Lego, so that's fun. Dinosaur. I might take my phone out so you can actually see. But straight off the bat, little Star Wars dude. Always pull the head off to check you've got the Lego on the top. So what I do when I'm doing this normally is I have a couple of containers, so when I'm going through it, I put all the minifigures in and then go through them once I've found them all and figure out what's Lego, what's non-Lego, what's broken, what's damaged, all that kind of stuff. So I will tip this out and see what we have. Okay, so she's all tipped out, straight off the bat, non-Lego instruction booklet. But there's quite a few Lego instructions, so that's a good sign. Good mix, City, Star Wars. Ooh, I wonder if the Black Panther's in here. So yeah, we'll see what we can find. I have a box of the jungle one, so that's promising. Yeah, don't quite know what that is, but we'll figure that out. Just a quick overshot. Heaps of minifigures that I can see. Another dinosaur, which is obviously not put together properly, but we'll figure him out. And this guy here. So I don't know what's in there yet, haven't opened it. It's a bit slow across the room. So I'm just going to pick through, find what minifigures I can, and then leave it exactly where it is until Tony gets home, and we'll probably sort it tonight and just get it done. But we'll see how tired he is after work. That's my plan, find some minifigures. Alright, so I've just been through everything, piled up some stuff for Tony to pull apart, scavenged through to find some minifigure pieces. So this is my tub of minifigures that I have found. So I'll go through them, figure out what's what. Found some dinosaurs. My panther was in there, so he's cool. Found a parachute, so that's fun. So those are all Star Wars sets. A couple of Jurassic World ones, one classic, and then heaps of city. So I'll see, what I do from now is I work out if I've got all the minifigures to the set, and if I do, then Tony decides whether it's better to part it out and sell the minifigures separately, or whether to sell it as a second-hand set, since we've got the instruction booklet and the minifigures. Because we can normally find most of the pieces through what's in our Bricklink store or our second-hand stock or what's in here. So that's my plan now, is I'll go through book by book. I'll start with the Jurassic World probably, because I've got both the dinosaurs and they're in really good condition. So I'll start with them. I'll do Star Wars, the Jurassic ones, and then I'll do the Star Wars ones, then move on to the city. And that'll keep me busy for the day. Alright, so I finished sorting the minifigures into their parts and pieces. So like this one, this container here, they're all complete and they're from set 75152, and that set is worth $67.38 second hand. So these ones are all complete minifigure sets, so that's cool. These ones are sets but are missing something. So on this one, the droids are missing their arms. So I've got heaps of droid arms in stock, so I will replace them. But this one's missing a head. But I won't do anything just yet until we have gone through the rest of the Lego, because I could have missed them, which is quite possible. So once we've done that, gone through that tonight, raging Friday night, sorting Lego, whoop whoop. Then Tony will figure out whether he wants to part out the sets or rebuild the sets and sell them.
Right, it's Friday evening. Well, it's about just about 6 o'clock. Pip picked these up today. So we've got 6 units. Well, 3 of these ones. 31.50 at Mighty T Mega. Very good. This might be easier. Stanley. They're called Stanley bin organisers, and they got the one big one. So that's just to finish off our last wall here. That's going to be row X. There's a slot right for it, so we're going to pop that in. But I've got some labels coming over probably at the start of next week, so I'll probably label all those up then, and then row X will go in. And tonight we're going to go through the sorting process of one of our lots. So we'll be taking this table out to the lounge while we watch some TV and going through a lot. So we'll show you what that looks like. Alright, so we have it all laid out on the floor. Philippa's gone through it today. She's done sort of like a pre-look over it. Lots of instructions here that she's put aside. And she's also sorted out the minifigures into bags, numbered the set, put a worth on the set as well, on their Bricklink average value. So this helps us better make decisions at the end whether we want to put the set together. If all the minifigures are there, you know, and the set's well worth it, we'll put it together. But sometimes we will just part it out. We won't part the set out. We'll just sort this stuff into colours, and then we'll just sell it as bagged colours. And that's an easier way to do it. Just depends how much the Bricklink value, average value is of the set. So what we're going to do tonight is just go through all of this, put it into colours, and separate the stuff that's still built. There's a lot of Star Wars stuff there that's still built up, so we'll separate that straight away into a container on its own, and take away all the non-Lego and stuff. And once it's all broken down, then we'll make some decisions on what we're going to do here with everything. So I'm going to set it all up on this table and sort it out.
Is that sorting table? It's great.
Alright, so it's all on the table, ready to go. We've got 2 buckets of stuff that's constructions, that are yet to go through, so I'm going to go through them afterwards. But now the job is to just sort it into colours and also take away all the non-Lego, and then from there we'll probably give it a wash, and I will do my research on, while Pip goes through and gives us a wash and that process, I'll be doing the research on all the stuff in the bags and all the minifigures. I've got some little dinosaurs here, the Jurassic Park ones, and we've also got a Black Panther, which is pretty cool. And I'll go through these and see what we're going to build up and what we're going to just sell as the minifigures. So that's going to be my job. So on to the sorting. There we go, and it's all sorted. Pretty obvious how the table works. It goes down, we've got green over here. We just coloured these holes to coincide with the buckets that they go in underneath. Not too much yellow, not too much green. It's quite a small lot, quite a little bit of, oh, well, that bucket's empty. The non-Lego over there. We knew what we were getting with this lot though, because there's all of this stuff here to go through. So now the next job is I'm going to be going through these and seeing which sets we're going to be building, and which sets we're not, and all the buildings are still there. So, yep, that's all sorted. So I'm going to do that. So I've now finished going over in Bricklink, just checking all these set numbers, see how much they're worth. Pip's already put how much the set's worth. She usually gives me a little baggie, and it has the set number and how much its used current part out prices, and then I sort of I have a look at the pieces in the set, see if there's any like big pieces, animals such, just checking to see whether it's worth building it, because it takes time to build the set back up to its original form, or whether we'll just sell the minifigures as they are and then put the rest of the pieces into the parts to sell as coloured stock. And we had a few city sets. We've got a couple of Jurassic Park ones just at the end here. The value started going up, but I'll probably sell all of these sets as just the minifigures, and the animals like the dinosaurs and stuff by themselves on Trade Me, because they go better that way. And we had a boatload of Star Wars ones, heaps of complete minifigures. It was a real hard decision, but some of the stuff takes quite a while to assemble, and some of these Star Wars minifigures are just worth quite a lot of money. There was one set here, the most expensive one was this set here, and I was very seriously contemplating it, but when I seen that these Stormtrooper like minifigures were going for about $36 each used, and there's two of them in that set, to me it made it a bit of a no-brainer decision. But there's lots of different Star Wars minifigures there, so I'm going to pass these all back to Pip. She's going to take some photos of them probably next week, and give me the finished product so I can put them all up for sale on Trade Me. But there's over 50 minifigures here ready to go up for sale next week, so that was a really good find. Alright, so for me, I'm going to carry on and probably start editing the vlog. Just one further thing to add. Still got a heap of these minifigures that are not complete, so we'll have a double check over them, see if we can add anything from our current Bricklink store. That's the beauty of having the Bricklink store sometimes, and with all the used parts, we can finish off minifigures when we get them in, and then we can put them up for sale as a finished product, but sometimes we can't. So we'll have a double check to see if we've got any of these. That's my job. I'll check if we can finish any of these, and then we'll send them back to Pip to take some photos and put them up. And if we can't, then we part them out and put our Bricklinks in our Bricklink store as the parts for the minifigure. So still heaps of those as well. So we've got a really good find in this lot, which was real good. All right, on to the vlog. And that concludes this week's vlog. So our big announcement this week, we have been in communication with Shane from BrickBucks, and he's over in America, and we're going to be doing an interview with him in late October, and he's going to be doing a live stream on his channel. So it's a pretty well established channel. So we're going to be just talking about our journey into Lego, what we do now, what's worked and what doesn't, and all those sorts of bits and pieces. I'm sure he'll have a whole heap of questions to ask. But yeah, so we're going to be appearing on that late October. We've penciled in a date yet, but we'll sort of wait and see how that works out. But yeah, so that's pretty exciting for us. So yeah, you'll have to tune in and go check that out. All right, cheers for watching. Subscribe if you want to see more in upcoming vlogs. We're doing this weekly. Yeah, stay tuned till next time. Cheers.